Temple number 29, Kokubunji. This is the official state temple, and this is the official state temple of Tosa, today known as Kochi. And Shikoku is known as Shikoku because it has 4 provinces, and each one has a Kokubunji in it. And this is one of the finer Kokubunjis and finer temples on the pilgrimage. The Nyo are from the mid-17th century. This temple, like a third of the temples on the Shikoku pilgrimage, were burned down by Chosakabe Motochika during the Warring States period. But later in his life, he converted to Buddhism, and this is one of the first temples that he rebuilt. This temple is beautifully laid out, has a wonderful garden, and a lot of important cultural artifacts. So this bell is from the Heian period, and though it has a striker, they don't want you to ring it. This is the Hondo is one of the more magnificent looking buildings in that it has a roof made of, it's not a tiled roof, but it's sort of lightly mossed cypress thatching known as kokirabuki, and it gives it a wonderful ancient feel. There are a lot of little other halls around, but even up to the door panels, this is one of the more beautiful temples on the pilgrimage. And there are not a lot of temples that are known for their beauty on the pilgrimage. Mostly they're known for their connection to Kobodaishi. So this one has beautiful woodwork, and the doors are really quite magnificent. So you also have over here the Daishido, which is also another very fine building. And other buildings. The statue inside of the Hondo is Yakushi, and it's considered an important cultural item. When Kukai was 42 years old, he took part in the Hoshi Matsuri, or rite of astral festivity services, and designated this temple as part of the Shikoku pilgrimage, or at least he did so according to a legend. Hoshiku means to pray to the same number of years as the star of your age, and by doing so you'll ward off misfortune and bring good fortune to your life. While walking around the garden of this Kokubunji, currently they're doing some archaeological evidence to trying to find the original placement of all the buildings, including the pagoda. How did Kokubunji come about? In 735, there was a major smallpox epidemic that killed about a third of the population. And Emperor Shomu at that time believed that the death was a reflection on his on his ruling of Japan. He also kind of believed, to put it in sort of simplistic terms, that Japan didn't have enough Buddha power to ward off illness. So he ordered that a temple be built in every province of the country. A temple with a main hall, a pagoda, and a copy of the Lotus Sutra. And thus Kokubunji emerged throughout Japan. It was also at that time that he ordered the building of a giant Buddha to give Japan even more super extra Buddhist power. And it was the largest cast Buddhist sculpture in the world for centuries. It's in Nara. It's the Daibutsu, or Big Buddha, and if you visit Japan, it's definitely a place worth seeing. The Nara Daibutsu and all the Kokubunji were built for the same reason, to give Japan more Buddha power to help prevent illnesses such as the smallpox epidemic that wiped out a third of the population in 735. This is where you get your book signed. Despite repeated fires and destruction over the years, this temple has a number of national treasures, such as the bell, and it also has a sutra written out by Emperor Shomu, the emperor in the mid-8th century Japan, who ordered that the Kokubunji all be built. I imagine it's a copy of the Lotus Sutra, because that is what he insisted be put into all the temples, but I'm not 100% positive of that. This is temple number 29, Kokubunji, the official state temple of Tosa.